Hey everyone, so I'm going to do an all signs for Mercury Retrograde. I'm just going to pull a few cards. I always say that and it ends up being a ton of cards. So we'll see. I'm pulling from the Dreamkeeper's Tarot today and the Urban Crow Oracle. And then at the end, I'm going to get you something from The Universe Has Your Back, just as a little parting gift of wisdom. These are just, I don't know, they're kind of like affirmations. I have no idea where the book is to this deck, so I'm not reading anything beyond that. I will, however, potentially read from the Urban Crow if I feel guided to. And we're going to look at what you might need to redo, what you might need to remix, and what you might need to rethink, okay? So basically something that you might have to do over or tie up loose ends with, something like this. Remix is like something you might need to tweak or fine-tune, change in some way. And rethink is going to represent like what you might need to look out for or reconsider, that could be something you're doing now or something you're thinking about doing. So rethink is just kind of going to be what to look out for in the final position, because as most of you probably know, Mercury retrograde is riddled potentially with transportation issues, communication issues, you know, computer malfunctioning, anything mechanical. Or in movement, things like this in our thinking and communication are potentially affected. And this retrograde, which officially starts on the 25th, is in Sagittarius. And no offense to the Sagittariuses. My mom is a Sagittarius, and that's actually in my 6th house. And I'm also a 9th house sun, okay? And my Mercury is in the 9th house in Aries. But anyway, my point is, Sagittarius, no offense, in my opinion, is already a chaotic energy. I don't think it's a good placement for Mercury necessarily, okay? Sagittarius can be philosophical, it can be intellectual, right? It can be very spiritual. But I personally don't feel that Mercury is very well suited in the mutable signs outside of Virgo, because that's home for Mercury, right? Virgo is a much slower intelligence, so I think that's fine. But I don't like it, is my point. I don't like it in Sagittarius. I don't like it in Pisces. I don't like it, and I don't like anything in Gemini. Gemini is too chaotic. Once again, no offense to the Geminis, because my father was a Gemini. So I'm not putting down the signs themselves. I'm putting down the energy of the planets in those signs, and specifically Mercury in this case is a really bad one. So now that I've said all of that, we're going to get started. Like I said, Cancer. So let's get started. Spirit, what might Cancer have to redo during this Mercury retrograde? One card, please. What might Cancer have to redo? Isolation. Okay. What might Cancer have to remix? What might Cancer have to remix? Freedom. Interesting. Gemini got that card, and they also had a weird sense of isolation in their reading. what might Cancer have to rethink? Oh my gosh, I dropped it again. Growth. Well, that's beautiful. Memory at the bottom of the deck. Alright, I'm just going to move straight into clarifying. By the way, I'm using the Dreamkeepers Tarot, and I just wanted to point out that my best Cancer friend got this deck for me, and I'm using it today just as a little nod to her. I haven't used it in a while, but I found it, and I was like, hey, that's coming out. I had all my stuff, not all my stuff, but a lot of my stuff packed away. Okay, yeah, 8 of Swords wanting to come out, but I'm not quite ready. So can you tell me about isolation, number 27, the 2 of Pentacles, one more, okay. One more card please, for, don't let you throw it across the room. Okay, Cancer. This just cleared it up for me. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. There's something here. A lot of you might be working too hard. You might be, it might be just too much going on. I feel like it's pulling you away from fun, from happiness, from freedom. From a sense of, well, growth. This card's really pretty. Just thought I'd show you so you can see it now. Yeah, I mean that's what I feel. Isolation, clarified by the 2 of Pentacles. Work hard, play hard. The Sun. Happiness, freedom, right? Happiness, freedom. That's all I can really think. What I kind of do, whoops, what I kind of do want to do for you is read this isolation card. I haven't felt guided to read any of the other cards for anyone else, but it says, even when surrounded by a group, we all have experienced a feeling of being alone at one time or another. You may need to consider if you're holding back input out of fear of expressing an unpopular opinion. This card may also indicate a group or community that didn't connect with your beliefs, causing you to feel ostracized. Use this time to look inward, examining what ideas or insights come to mind. Isolation may also indicate a need to remove yourself from a situation to quiet your mind and contemplate your next move. Isolation may bring to the surface feelings associated with abandonment and can represent a block centered around a fear that your actions may lead to not being accepted or removed from a group. Fear of being cast aside might result in you limiting your potential by withholding ideas or suppressing inspiration. Yeah, growth. That's literally what you need to rethink, your own growth. For example, if you grew up in a home where lack and scarcity of resources was a dominating factor, and now as an adult you have opportunities to create financial freedom, the fear of no longer fitting in with your family may prevent you from reaching your greatest potential. If you are successful, you may risk conflict with your family as your paths diverge. I was kind of feeling something like that when I saw the memory card, like so like some of you might be going through a situation that's triggering like past memories of something like that, of a time when you were ostracized, or a time where you didn't feel in, or you weren't what am I saying? you didn't fit in, or you weren't accepted, or you weren't loved properly, right? And when the Two of Pentacles, that feeling might be causing you to struggle to maintain your own happiness, right? You might be finding it uncomfortable to be around certain people in certain scenarios. Like if for some reason you feel like you're an outsider. But I mean, I feel like with the Eight of Swords popping out, thank you. With the Eight of Swords wanting to show its face to me as I was getting ready to clarify, I feel like that's I feel like a lot of that is potentially in your mind. Okay? Like a lot of that is just made up within your own mind. And you know what? The rest of it, if it's not, who cares? Who cares? Be yourself anyway. Be happy anyway. Express yourself anyway, because you expressing yourself, maybe no one else will listen, right? Sometimes that's the case. Maybe it just causes an argument, whatever. But it helps you grow. It helps you learn how to assert yourself. It helps you, I don't know, learn how to articulate what it is you actually do think, or rethink whatever it is you actually think, right? All right, I'll move on from that. Tell me about the Freedom card. Whoa. Temperance and the Hierophant, which the Hierophant kind of came out in reverse, and that's kind of what I was saying. It's kind of what I was saying. Yeah. 100%. Hold on, I gotta show you the pictures. See how this person is missing a puzzle piece? And this person is missing like all the puzzle pieces, and I don't know. It's making less sense to me now that I try to explain it to you. But the Hierophant, I saw it in reverse, and this is making me think freedom, right? You need to break out of convention. You need to go against the grain. It's okay to go against the grain, because the people that you're meant to fit with, you'll still fit with, or not. You know what I mean? Like if you're not meant to fit with people, then you won't fit with them anymore. But being yourself, going against, ruffling feathers, going against the status quo, attracts people to you that are like you. Does that make sense? So there's definitely something here about you struggling with feeling isolated, or you struggling with feeling alone, or you being triggered, right? Based on something in the past. And I feel like the Sun is another card of expression. Like you don't know if you should express yourself. You don't know if you should be yourself. You don't know if you can be authentic. You're questioning your freedom. You're questioning whether or not you're going to be accepted, or whether you're acceptable, even with the Hierophant, right? Maybe you're offensive. Maybe you're offending someone. But I feel like it does not matter. Like it does not matter. Freedom is always the right answer, right? Expressing yourself is always the right answer. You should never feel like you have to hold back or fit into anybody's mold. You live in your own mold. You're Cancer. So, yeah. And with the Temperance card, okay, if this is like a question of like a feud maybe, or some kind of argument that happened. Once again, Eight of Swords. I feel like some of this could be in your head, but I feel like there's, you know, there's harmony to be had here. That I feel like things can be mended here, if there even is a real feud in the first place. I don't think I think this is all saying that you need to express yourself, that you need to feel free to express yourself, and that doing so is only hurting you. And what you're afraid of, I feel, is that you're going to be hurt, but you're already being hurt. And plus, you're not even being yourself. You're not even being authentic. You're not saying what you feel or saying what you think. And this is leading to, you know, a lack of growth, whether that's personal growth or growth in a situation, growth in your relationships. Can you clarify growth for me? For Cancer? Thank you. The Fates, Wheel of Fortune, yeah. One more. Thank you. The Knight of Cups. Sorry. I have to address that in a minute. I mean, what I said. The Wheel of Fortune. You see how these ladies are like, they look like they're like apple peels. Like, I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But I'm seeing like peeled, like the peels of apples, right? Like fractions of themselves. Like they're not fully there. Not fully showing up, not fully present. And I feel like what this whole thing is saying is that for you to continue on your path of growth, for you to continue on the path that's meant for you, right? Your destiny, for you to continue to foster good luck into your life and favor, you need to continue to grow, right? No one, I mean, stagnation is not good for anybody. Stagnation is where, you know, dark energy festers, and resentment and pain and all these things lurk and grow, right? In the darkness. We're looking for the sun. We're looking for sunshine. Maybe some of you need to go to where the sunshine is. I know I'm about ready. I'm about ready. It's dark here before 5 p.m. Anyway, and yeah, with the Knight of Cups, let me see, what is she doing? I'm not quite sure, to be honest, what's going on here. It's weird, shadowy. Yeah, she's dipping into the shadows. Oh, that's so interesting. It's like her emotions in the cup, water, are coming from the shadows. Because she's only showing up as a fraction of herself. And that's stunting, you know, it stunts your growth. Like I said, you choose what it is you want to grow. You can grow resentment, you can grow depression, you can grow isolation, you can grow regret, or you can grow freedom, you can grow yourself, you can grow your happiness, you can grow your relationships, right? And I feel like it's clear what paths we need to be on, Cancer. So I think a lot of this is just about authenticity and honesty and showing up as you and not giving a damn about what anyone else thinks of that. Because that's how you end up feeling more isolated, like the card said. That makes you feel more isolated when you surround yourself with people who don't get you, people who don't know the real you. Like, that's exhausting. And I know at least one Cancer is going to watch this and knows what I'm saying. Because when you're with the people who you can just be real with, and you know that they're not going to hate you or get mad at you or judge you, even if they don't agree with you, like, that's freeing. It does lead to growth, because it like rejuvenates your spirit. Anyway, I'll stop yelling. Can we get one card of guidance for Cancer, please? I'm so tired. I don't know if I'm going to make it through these. Can I get one more? Thank you. Alright. Alright, we got 2 cards. One has a dragonfly on it, and I feel like that's special to somebody. And it says, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Yeah. Growth in the fates. I was feeling something like that there. It's like by being stuck, it's like you're telling the universe, or you're telling God or whatever, like, no, I'm gonna stay here. I'm not listening to you, right? It's like you're being defiant in the wrong place. Okay, and then this other card says, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. Yeah. That kind of reminds me of what I said here. Don't worry about the outcome. Worry about what's in your highest good. And what's in your highest good is not having to compromise who you are or pretend to be somebody that you're not. Because that's not... Oh, no. I don't know what just happened. My battery came up. I'm going to have to cut that out. Anyway, sorry. Got interrupted by my phone. So, Cancer, I'm going to wrap it up. There could be something about interruptions that you want to look out for, or that could be relevant, because I've been interrupted a few times now. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.